everybody! Today we are going to do an apple banishing spell, and it's very, very simple, and I highly recommend it if you have anything in your life that you want to get rid of. So I recommend that you do this if you choose to do it. I recommend that you do it between the 25th and 28th day of the moon cycle, which is right before the moon turns new. So it's after she's full, and it's about a week after the full moon is when you can start to make preparations and to do this. You're going to need 4 things. You're going to need an apple, some kind of salt, whether it's sea salt, Epsom salt, or even table salt, whatever you have on hand. And then also something sharp to carve into the apple with. And then you're going to need something to dig into the earth, whether it's a spoon or a little spade or a little shovel. And then you're going to need intention, because intention is the biggest part of this spell. So first off, you need to hold your apple and think about what in your life you don't want anymore. Whether it's getting up late, or smoking, or overeating. And really think about what it is you want to get rid of. And once you figure that out, then you carve into the apple that thing, whatever it is. If it's laziness, or not wanting to get up in the morning, or smoking, or whatever. And then if you have any personal power symbols, or personal symbols that you use in your magical practice, and you feel it's appropriate to carve these in here, then go ahead and do so. Once you're done carving, hold it in here again, and really focus on the feelings you get when you do that, whatever it is, when you smoke and you feel bad about it, or your body just feels horrible, or the feeling of constantly rushing in the morning because you don't get up on time. All those feelings that you want to get rid of, infuse this apple with those feelings. All the non-productive, negative feelings and frustration that you feel because of this thing, whatever it may be, okay? Infuse it and drain your body of that feeling and those feelings until nothing but positive energy and positive feelings are left about whatever it is that is. So once this is infused with your writing and your symbols and the energy from your body that you want to get rid of, go off of your property if you can. If you can't go off your property to bury the apple, you can do it on the very edge of your property. So you want to dig a hole, and in the bottom of the hole, sprinkle some salt. And then you want to place the apple in the hole, and then bury the apple with your hands. Make sure that you don't use the spade for the second part. And feel the earth engulfing the apple, okay? Pat it down real good, and then sprinkle counterclockwise, if you so choose, the salt on top of the buried apple and the soil, okay? What the salt does is when the apple disintegrates, the salt will cleanse and neutralize that energy so it can no longer come back to you. It will not come back to you, okay? And this is an earth spell. And what an earth spell is, it's a little bit, I think it's the slowest one out of them all, because fire and air is pretty quick. If you have something and you put it on parchment that you want to banish and you burn it, it's instant. And that can cause pretty abrupt change in your life, which is kind of, I've done that before and I do not recommend it. Bad habits and things that we tend to want to banish take time to build up in our life, and it takes time for us to realize that, oh my gosh, I don't want this in my life anymore. So you want to have a slower acting spell so that it changes gradual, and so you're like, you know, I like this, because if you do abrupt change, it doesn't always work well, and we tend to go back to those bad habits. So with that said, as the apple disintegrates, you're going to find that, you know, I'm kind of sick of getting up late in the morning. I think I may even get up 10 minutes early so that I can have some me time before the kids get up, or before the husband gets up, or the wife gets up, or whatever. And just kind of maybe use that as your own special time. Or you're going to light a cigarette and go, you know, this just doesn't taste good anymore. Maybe I just don't want to do it, you know. And which you already put into motion that you don't want it because you put it into the apple. So this is a slower acting spell. Realize that when you're doing it, but then also realize that all of that energy that you've put into that, whatever it is, all those years or all those months that it's taken you to build up this bad habit or this thing that you want banished out of your life, that all of a sudden you're going to be like, you know, this is good. I like not having this in my life. And then you're going to find that if you're not smoking, you're feeling healthier, and so maybe you take up walking or jogging or painting or something else to fill your time and your energy. You know what I mean? So, I think I've covered everything. I would highly recommend that you do this because it's very empowering to all of a sudden one day go, you know, I don't need this in my life. And so you do this, and then gradually you will feel the change every day. You'll be less and less inclined to do that bad habit or the you know, like whatever it is that you're banishing out of your life. It feels really good to finally be free of it and go, you know, this is awesome. And then you can have something else fresh and new and productive come into your life. So if you have any questions, feel free to post a comment or send me a personal message for my inbox, and I'll be happy to try to answer all your questions. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you next time. Bye!